So section 2.2 is circles, and we actually learn about circles in Math 2, so some of this might be a review. We're adding on how to complete the square. So equation of a circle, the standard form is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, where h and k make up the xy coordinates of the center, equals r squared, where r is the radius. Okay, so if we just look at an equation that's already in standard form, we can just really quick see what's the center and what's the radius. So our equation is x minus h squared plus y minus 4 squared. Oops, I'm copying what's up there. Y minus k squared equals r squared. So this is almost in the right form, y minus 4, but there's nothing by x. So we have to add a number. When x is by itself, it's really x minus 0 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 25. So the center would be 0. And positive 4. See how negative is part of the equation? That means that the value would just be the opposite sign. So positive 4. And then let's take this. So r squared is the same as 25. So maybe you know what number squared is 25. If you don't, you would solve for r. You would take the square root of both sides. So the radius is 5. And you can always graph that and check your answer if you need to. So a lot of times they're not in standard form. So this is an equation not in standard form. So in order to find the center and the radius, we have to put this into standard form by doing something called completing the square. So we want squared binomials. That's what x minus h squared, y minus k squared, those are binomials that we're squaring. Okay, so I'm gonna just reorganize this. I'm gonna put x squared, actually, I don't have to reorganize this, plus y squared minus 6y minus 16 equals 0. So first thing, I'm gonna get rid of the 16. I'm gonna move it to the other side, because remember our equation is equals r squared. So now I have x squared plus y squared minus 6y. And then this is something different. I'm going to leave some space. Completing the square, I need to add a number out here. So we'll do that. Hold on. And then 0 plus 16 is 16. And then part of an equation is keeping it balanced. Right? If I add something on the left, I have to add something on the right. So whatever number goes in this box has to go in that box. So when we complete the square, remember we have standard form of a quadratic. It's ax squared plus bx plus c. For this case, I'm focusing just on the y's. So for this one, it's actually y squared plus by plus c. So I'm going to take the middle term b, and I'm going to take b divided by 2. So negative 6 divided by 2, which is negative 3. And then we're going to square that number. So negative 3 squared is positive 9. That's what goes here. And when we write our squared binomial, I'm going to write y minus, and I'm going to write the original thing we found, the b over, not a, b over 2. Squared. So this whole thing becomes y minus, right here, b over 2 is 3 squared. And I'll just feel like I don't understand where that's coming from. Let me explain it. Y minus 3 squared, when you square something, you multiply it by itself. It's really y minus 3 times y minus 3. So if I were to go and multiply this out using FOIL, I would get y squared minus 3y minus 3y plus 9. Combine the middle would be y squared minus 6y plus 9. This. Okay, so all we did was we added the 9 so we could write it as y minus 3 squared. That's what completing the square is. Okay, so let's not forget we still have an x squared. And now, after the equal sign, we have 16 plus 9, which is 25. So this is standard form. It's kind of like our last one. There's a 0 by the x. So our center would be 0, 3. Remember, it's the opposite sign. And then, same as last time, our radius would be 5. Because this is r squared. So we take the square root.